Testing 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2. A very warm welcome to a sunny but blustery St George's Park. It's ProChance against Sheffield United coming up. Kick-off in around about 10 minutes time. A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to a rather blustery St George's Park. This is a ProChance, predominantly under 18s team out there this lunchtime against Sheffield United's under 18s. For those of you that have received a team sheet via email in the build up to this game from Liam and the ProChance staff, let me run through the changes for you. There's a couple of changes for Sheffield United and one change for ProChance. Let's go through ProChance's changes first of all. So change at number 5, Mo Bahari has been replaced by Ben Courtier. That's Ben Courtier, Courtiere. And instead of 4 substitutes for ProChance, there's just the 2. Number 12 and number 14 remain. Sorry, number 12 and number 14 remain. And number 15 and number 16 are no longer. Sorry about the pause there. One of the warm-up balls coming into the commentary position, which is at pitch side, quite literally at ground level. We're off and underway. The Sheffield United changes, a couple of them. Johnny Ololeye comes in at number 2 for Jack Waldron. That's Johnny Ololeye, Oluleye. And at number 11, replacing Hassan Ayari is Ethan Slater. Ethan Slater at 11. And their substitutes as per list, but no number 14 and no number 15, because obviously they've come into the starting lineup. And the black shirts with the white sleeves, ProChance. An early touch here for Jaden Matthew. Takes no chances and goes back to his goalkeeper, Ellis Pickard. Currently training with Neil Bennett at Huddersfield Town. Interest is high in that 6'4" goalkeeper. And he will be going on trial with another club next week. Interesting to see how the players adapt to a blustery day here in St George's Park. It's on top of the hill, quite literally. It's Jaden Matthew motoring forward. His ball just beyond Brandon Devil. And out for a throw-in to Sheffield United. (442) have provided support to enable the progress of the ProChance project, and another great article is available online and in the magazine 442 this week, encapsulating what the project is all about. Good header there from Jaden Matthew. Wow Hydrate is the new vitamin and hydration partner for ProChance. Down the left hand side with Nisbet. It's a thumping ball in towards Marsh. He's managed to keep it in play. He's got 2 around him. And the flag is up over on the far side. The referee today is Martin Dexter. Just having a chat with him before the game. He's been serving local football for 35 years. He was at one stage one of the longest, in fact the longest serving assistant referee on the Football League, the EFL. Just about retrieved the situation there, did Waddington rather. Chases on for Tyrell Horton. Horton shields it and wins a throw-in ahead of Harvey Cullinan, the number 5 for Sheffield United there. So a throw-in midway inside Sheffield United half. Matthew plays it off the shins of Louis Marsh, and another throw for ProChance. Charlie Bullock, who featured in the 9th of August's assessment day, is now signed for Newport County. There's a real chance here, and that's an excellent finish, but the referee's whistle had gone, and it was deemed a foul by Tyrell Horton, and his goal won't stand. Good finish nonetheless, in off the crossbar. So those success rates for ProChance. The story of Charlie Bullock signing for Newport County is, I suspect, the first of many. 2 players starting trials this coming Monday. One at a Championship club, one at a League One club. And the details of that have been kept under wraps for obvious reasons. Ryan Wharton. It's not generally open to the public, but I know Danny Wilson is here today. I had a quick chat with Guy Mowbray, who now works with Leicester City. He was here, though he's actually disappeared for the opening stages to go and watch a youngsters game on the next pitch, just down below the dugouts on the far side, which is Mansfield Town against Burton Albion. That was good reading there from Tristan Skerritt. Sheffield United manoeuvring forward with Ethan Slater. A late change for Sheffield United, Ethan Slater coming in. Here is Slater again, gets the cross in. Slater once more. Smith. Ball down the right hand side for Olalai. And Olalai's done well. Little step over, pulls it back. And that's an excellent save, and the follow-up is into the back of the net. The initial shot from Nisbet and the finish from Louis Marsh, and Sheffield United have the lead. It was a simple finish really for Louis Marsh. Good work down the right hand side from Johnny Olalai. And the pullback, finding Nisbet. His shot was saved, and saved well by Ellis Pickard. The follow up was an easy one for Louis Marsh to make it 1-0. It's been a fairly even opening. Ryan Thomas playing it forward towards Evander Grubb. Sheffield United clearing their lines. Just watched carefully there by Ben Courtier. He's a new addition to the original starting 11. Courtier, former Bristol Rovers youngster, has been playing at Bristol Manor Farm in the Southern League. It's Wharton, Ben Wharton on the ball. Brian Wharton, I beg your pardon. So, former Doncaster Rovers defender. He actually worked under Liam Sutcliffe and first met him at Rotherham United some 10 years ago as a youngster. That has to go down as a foul from the goal scorer Louis Marsh, and indeed a free kick for the foul from behind on Dylan Walker. Walker just adjusting his socks. Former Bournemouth player where he spent 9 years down at the Vitality. That's a shirt pull surely. Foul by Jaden Matthew on Marsh. So from giving away a free kick, Marsh wins a free kick. Sheffield United got their season underway with a 2-0 victory over Hull City last weekend. Hit the woodwork 3 times in that game as well. Dominant force in the victory over the Tigers on the day 1 of their season. Ball switched by Jack Waddington to the left hand side. Tyrell Horton. Grubb. Flag is up on this near side. Assistant referee on this near side is Sunjit here. Bill Ullman is another experienced official. He's running the line over on the far side. Trying to get in behind the back, but distribution on this occasion was just a little bit too heavy from the fullback Tom Angel. Could tell by Jaden Matthew. Horton into the feet of Dylan Walker. Across to the left hand side, and Ben Ashall. It's good defending by Ololai, who is traditionally a winger that's playing at fullback today. And comes across, it's a good ball in as well. It's just too high, and the finish from Brendan Deeble is blocked. Just too high for the head of Harvey Cullinan. He did get some sort of touch there, which helped it on its way. Another cross coming in, which is mopped up by Ethan Slater. It's a good play from Jaden Matthew. Gets a cross in, it's a good cross as well. Palmed away by the goalkeeper. It's returned back by Dylan Walker with a header, but it was a stretch to get to it. No real power, and an easy catch for Callum Hiddleston in Sheffield United. Goalkeeper signed a scholarship in the summer after several appearances on the bench for the under-18s of Sheffield United last season. He's got his opportunity this season. High ball. Referee sees that as a nudge in the back on Tyrese Bailey-Green. And a free kick for United. He's going to play for a throw-in on the near side, at the far side rather. With goalkeeper Ellis Pickard. Just need to be careful as Jaden Matthew plays it back to Wharton, who goes back to Pickard, and they distribute now to the left hand side. High ball's a good ball as well. Deeble. Chance to cross. Well, he played the initial ball, and there is the equaliser. Very good finish into the corner for an equaliser. It was started by Dylan Walker. The cross came in from Deeble, and then Walker made his way forward, and well, the finish was a very good one from Ryan Wharton. And it's 1-1. It was Ryan Thomas, I beg your pardon, with the equaliser. Ryan Thomas with the equaliser. He's on the bottom corner with a very neat finish, the fullback. Formerly of Peterborough United. He's been pushed forward today. I've seen him a couple of times before playing in the fullback position. Played in the 23s game and didn't look out of place last month at Loughborough for ProChance. This system, he's been moved forward, and it's a great effect, finding the corner with a very neat finish to make it 1-1. Wharton back to his goalkeeper. It is a 3 at the back for ProChance, with Jack Widdrington just in front of them. It's a good header from Tom Angel to get there ahead of Jaden Matthew. Good strong play from Ryan Wharton. It's Ben Courtier. A chance for Thomas to try and get the cross in. Johnny Olulai showing good strength. That's a good battle going off between Olulai and Thomas down that flank. It's another searching, seeking ball from the midfield and from Ryan Wharton. Wharton wins a header. Scooped it forward, did Kanye Nesbitt. It's good defending from Courtier. Dylan Walker. Across to Ben Ashell on that left back position. Slips as he plays it forward. Still a very good ball to Tyrell Horton. It's a good turn from Horton. And then attempt at goal was from the narrowest of angles and behind for a goal kick to Sheffield United. 1-1 here. And the opening goal from Louis Marsh cancelled out by Ryan Thomas's equaliser. Further 5 players who have been involved in assessment days recently are set to start trials in October, with 2 players who will be training at first team level with championship clubs. So really starting to gather pace now. ProChance support of companies such as 442 and Wow Hydrate, the new vitamin and hydration partner. Takes it in his stride as Horton goes down, but no challenge. Tristan Skerritt sticks with him. Thomas. It's a ball back, there's Thomas, but it's come behind for a goal kick. ProChance giving promising players another chance to make it as a pro. Take your ProChance and visit the official ProChance website, www.prochancefootball.com. Liam Sutcliffe taking charge today as the head coach of this ProChance team. Sheffield United on the attack. This is going to be an interesting battle between Nesbitt and Wharton. Nesbitt's done well to hold it up. Gets the return from Angel. On the left-hand side, Nesbitt gets ahead of Wharton. It's away from Courtier, and it's a good ball as well. Brandon Devil. He's come away with the ball. There's Tyrell Horton. Thomas. Couldn't quite bring it under control for the overlap. And Sheffield United have got it clear. Chasing the ball down is Tyrese Bailey-Green. A young player with an eye for goal. He's been at Sheffield United for a number of years now, since the early ages of youth football. Wearing the captain's armband for Sheffield United is Harvey Cullinan. He won that header. The young Irishman, powerfully away. He won appearance, Cullinan, for the under-23s last season, and physically he's a very strong young defender. Josh Smith driving forward, and it's a good run from Josh Smith. He might have an eye for goal here. Oh, that's a very good goal. Josh Smith with his second goal this afternoon, and Sheffield United are back in front. And it's a very, very good solo effort from Josh Smith. Got his head down. Goalkeeper made the scream for it, but George Dickinson wasn't going to take any chances and came across to mop things up. One of those three central defenders. It's a good play again from Cullinan. Waste no time in getting it forward. Angel trying to get the better of Jaden Matthew, who done very well to stand up and gets it away. It's a good ball down the line as well. Wind assisted, no doubt. Good physique from Tyrell Horton. Up against George Dickinson. And the referee has awarded a free kick to Sheffield United. He's got a physical presence about him as Tyrell Horton. Apologies earlier on, getting muddled up with Evander Grubb in the early stages. The delights of commentating from ground level and spotting those numbers on the shirts. It takes a while to warm up from this vantage point. Here comes Sheffield United. Ball from Bailey Green to Nisbet. Nisbet back to goal, looking for an outlet or a way to turn, but it was Courtier that got the ball away. Clash of boots between the two fullbacks. Referee says play on. It's a good ball in from Cullinan. The merest of touches with a header of Dylan Walker. Free kick. Wasn't much in it, but Ryan Wharton deemed to have fouled Bailey Green. And a free kick in a very dangerous position here. The referee's actually called it for the previous foul. The second one, tame though it was very much closer. Man standing over the ball is Josh Smith. Hangs it into the danger zone. It's a very good header, and it was almost 3-1. The header from Kanye Nisbet got in ahead of goalkeeper Ellis Pickard. It drops just wide of the target. You heard a shout tight. I think Harley Cullinan could have been much tighter on Devil. It's Marsh. Cullinan. It's one back by ProChance and Dylan Walker. Dylan Walker, as I mentioned earlier, spent 9 years as a player at AFC Bournemouth. Thomas, former Peterborough United player. It's Louis Marsh. Another searching ball that's just got too much weight on it. It's a very blustery afternoon here at St George's, and it is open to the elements. You can probably see that from the backdrop to the pitch here. It drops down and into miles and miles of countryside. It's been won back well. Waddington, the player that's won it back. Free kick has been won by Sheffield United, the diminutive Ethan Slater to take it. Slater can play on the wing and in the centre as well. Impressive for the under-16s last season, getting this opportunity this season with the under-18s. Goal kick. Corner, I beg your pardon, says the assistant referee. Saw him flag him, couldn't see where he was pointing it. I thought he was putting it for a goal kick. It's a corner. Big man coming forward. Dickinson has gone forward, Cullinan's gone forward, Skerritt's gone forward. And they all make the run, but the delivery from Josh Smith was well taken by Ellis Pickard. He's wasted no time knocking a long wind-assisted ball forward. That'll go straight from one goalkeeper to the other. Callum Hiddleston with a clearance. Wharton to Jaden Matthew. Matthew's continued his run. Good ball from Keeble. Cross mopped up. And Tom Angel. This time, the physical battle has merited a free kick for ProChance. Josh Smith with a foul on Tyrell Horton. Ben Ashell is fancying this. Wind is a factor. Get it over the wall and try and test Hiddleston. Does get it over the wall. He does test Hiddleston. And I wasn't sure it was a goalkeeper. On the top of the crossbar, they got a touch there, but the assistant referee and the referee looked at one another and quickly pointed for a goal kick. All details of our November assessment day are on our website now, www.prochancefootball.com. Our first regional assessment day will function the same as today, streaming live via ProChance YouTube channel, courtesy of our partners Film My Match. Players play in front of key decision makers at professional clubs. All players receive full analysis on their performance for ProChance partners Scout Me Online. Each player given a chance to then progress with matches such as this. A game against Sheffield United. They've also played Huddersfield Town in recent weeks. ProChance away from home. Given away by Wharton. And that's an intelligent ball from Louis Marsh. And a chance here for Nisbet. Good defending, though, from Courtier. Light playing in that wing back position. Causing one or two problems, and he's won a corner. Drag back Tyrell Horton to do ProChance here because Sheffield United got so many big characters going forward. But a short corner this time has ended up going out for a throw into ProChance. A wasted opportunity for those three big central defenders making the journey forward on this occasion. Taken down well by George Dickinson. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Cullinan. Shout of handball. So, no, says the referee, and I think he got it right. Travelling forward there was Marsh. He's given it away. So too giving it away is Harvey Cullinan. Josh Smith dispossessed. It's good work rate to win the ball back there from Tyrell Horton. That's a great little ball through, but it wouldn't quite come. It's a good ball from Dylan Walker. Tried to set up Brandon Deeble. Couldn't quite get hold of it and get beyond the last defender. It's a throw in to ProChance. The recruitment strategy moving forward will become relentless for ProChance in their search for talented players who need a shot at professional football. They're going to regionalise the assessment days with the first one on the 8th of November 2020. as ProChance hits the big cities of London, amongst other places, venues to be announced via Instagram very soon. This is Kenya Nisbet. Great strength though to take the ball back from Jack Waddington, former Lincoln City player, was at Lincoln for 9 years. Just holds that midfield for ProChance, who trail here by 2-1. Louis Marsh with the opener for Sheffield United, an equaliser for Ryan Thomas, and it was Josh Smith that made it 2-1. I did say at the time it was his second goal. I suddenly realised Marsh got the first one, not Smith. Touch back to another lie by Smith. Throw into Sheffield United. Position-specific coach for ProChance is Edu Rubio. Very experienced coach. He was first-team coach for EFL League 2 side Crawley Town last season. Very knowledgeable man who talks a great game when you speak to him, and we will speak to him after the game. We'll speak to Liam Sutcliffe as well. We'll try and catch up perhaps with one of the players and possibly to the referee for today's game, Martin Dexter, and get some feedback on the game and how ProChance is going. So it's worth hanging about after the final whistle for those post-match interviews as well. There's Tyrell Horton. He couldn't hold it up for long there. It's a chinking run from Bailey Green. Eventually the referee's whistle comes through saviour. Good play by Josh Smith. Angel. He might be playing as one of the three central defenders, Cullinan, but loves to get forward, and it fired towards goal, and it was across the face and out for a goal kick. Pouring men forward there, and the eventual shot from Louis Marsh didn't trouble Ellis Pickard in the end, and it remains 2-1. Attempted through ball from Marsh has been cut out. It's good defending by Waddington. Ryan Wharton switching the ball over to the left-hand side. It's been quickly won back. And he's troublesome when he gets hold of the ball. Ololai gets towards the penalty area. He made the opening goal. Going across and doing some good defending there. Some good defensive work from Ben Courtier. Ball into the side at the last minute. If you didn't join us at the beginning, there are a number of changes. So the ball out play will quickly go through if you have had the team sheet sent to you. So in place of Jaden Smith at number 2 for ProChance. Oh, sorry, Jaden Smith is actually at number 2. Change of number 2 for Sheffield United, Johnny Oluleye for Jack Waldron. That's Ouleye, Johnny Oluleye for Jack Waldron at 2, and Ethan Slater in for Hassan Ayari at 11. And that means that Oluleye and Slater are not on the bench. The other 3 subs that were named on the team sheet are. For ProChance, the one change, Ben Courtier, Courtiere, Ben Courtier in at number 5. And he replaces Mo Bahari. And that means it's just the 2 subs, 12 Jamie Norris and 14 Amani Orji. Good chasing down from Jack Waddington, trying to hunt down possession for the home side. Jaden Matthew, the outlet. This is his right-sided colleague, Deeble. Here's Deeble again, chance to maybe get the cross in. That's a committed challenge coming in to thwart the danger. It was Josh Smith that was in there. And it's ended up as a Sheffield United throw-in. Half-time approaching, 2-1 to Sheffield United. It's Matthew. Dylan Walker couldn't quite keep hold of it. And then Waddington just calms things down. Courtier way to the left-hand side, and Ashall. Ashall is fouled by Olalai, and that's a chance now, free kick, chance to get the ball into the box. This is the ProChance live stream, courtesy of Film My Match. Special mention for 442 and also for Wow Hydrate for their excellent backing of ProChance, which is giving these young players an opportunity. It's Grubb weaving his way into the box. It's good play from Grubb. Decided to come back inside, but perhaps his better option was going on the outside. It's back with Ashall. He's got to be careful because he's being hunted down here. There's a man down there in amongst the melee. Referee trying to let things go, but obviously requires some attention. A physiotherapist for ProChance today is Jennifer Shepherd, who on a blustery day I have to thank her for lending me a little bit of tape to tape down my team sheet on the table over here, because it is very blustery and it wouldn't stay there for very long otherwise. So she's on for the first time in this game. I got a feeling it was Evander Grubb that was injured. The squad of 15 initially selected for this showcase game with Sheffield United, 10 are under 17, 4 under 18s. All are late developers in some way, shape or form. And this is a wonderful opportunity for them to showcase them as footballers, as individuals on a professional stage. As we mentioned earlier, Charlie Bullock signing for Newport County rather, after featuring in the August assessment day. It's a success story. There will be more further assessment days coming up in a busy few months. It's a busy autumn for ProChance. www.prochancefootball.com is the website. Give it a visit. Find out more information about up and coming events involving ProChance football in the coming weeks and months. As I said, busy few weeks ahead in the autumn. Cleared by Skerritt. Got distance on it. One in the air well by Courtier. Ben Ashall. He's fouled. Wins a free kick. He'll leave it for Courtier to take. This is Matthew. That's a foul. Caught by Angel. A few complaints. So a free kick to ProChance, which will be taken by Ryan Wharton. Towards that left-hand side, and Ben Ashall, former Lincoln City left-back, likes to get forward, good on those one-on-one situations. Likes to join the attack, and there's a good engine on him as well, and demonstrated his eagerness to get forward once again there. Ryan Thomas has played left-back before, as I mentioned. He's chasing the ball down in a left-wing position today. Harvey Cullen set away, mopped up well by Courtier. This is Alex Pickard. Spins a high ball. Good win in the air from Dickinson against Horton. Probably two of the biggest lads on the pitch. Committed himself early, Tom Angel, and he's done well. The right ball here could be the undoing of ProChance. Canyon Nesbitt, two around him. Goes in between those two, and that's a foul on Jack Waddington. And a free kick to ProChance. Under-18 lead for Sheffield United, by the way. Derek Geary, goalkeeper coach George Willis here today as well. Head of coaching is Chris Howarth, and head of the academy at Sheffield United is Jack Lester, who his playing career was a decent one. Ended up at Chesterfield for a few years at the end of his career, doing very well. Corner's been given. Thomas has forced the last touch off of Ulalai. Both arms raised from Ben Ashall. He's going to take this corner. Waddington, Courtier, Wharton, all in there to lend height. Add to that 6'2" Brandon Deeble, and Tyrell Horton is well over 6 foot as well. Two sides that possess height for these situations. But it's a bit too high, that one for Wharton. Hard one to judge in the windy conditions, and now Sheffield United have a chance to break away. How far can Alai take it? Well, he's taking it towards the edge of the penalty area, but it's good tracking back from Ryan Wharton. Matthew. It's one back by Marsh. Still got the ball. Louis Marsh, first year scholar, he's been with the club a number of years. That was caught in two minds there, Jaden Matthew, and just went through the back of Tom Angel. Two fullbacks that like to get forward. It's an intriguing matchup on this near side. So a free kick to Sheffield United, dangerous position. Once again, they've committed that 4-5-6, the three central defenders forward, Skerritt, Cullinan and Dickinson, the captain. That's a great ball in. Oh, it's off the crossbar. So unlucky. It was the captain. Smashed it against the crossbar. Harvey Cullinan, very unlucky not to make it 3-1. Tristan Skerritt plays the way he's facing. It's back with Waddington. Ashall. rescued the situation in part there and did knock it against Louis Marsh for a free kick, for a throw-in rather. ProChance, who lead Sheffield United leading here by 2-1. Louis Marsh had them ahead. Ryan Thomas with the equaliser, and then Josh Smith reinstating their lead. It's Ryan Wharton testing Cullinan, who gets the header away. That's a foul by Angel. Just caught Dylan Walker there. This is a dangerous position. Dylan Walker. It's going to be right-footed, so it looks like it's going to be a delivery rather than a strike at goal. Unless he's going to deceive us. Just a two-man wall. So nice floated ball in. Acrobatics would scare it to get it away. And then the shot deflected, and that will be a corner. The big men have stayed forward. Wharton's in there. So much so, they've called back Kanye Nesbitt to offer some height in response. It's lined up as 4 at the end of that edge of that penalty area. And they split up. Ball to the back post, intended for Courtier. It's just too high. And goes all the way through for a throw-in, which won't be taken because the half-time whistle has gone. Louis Marsh making it 1-0. With a close range finish after initial shot by Kanye Nesbitt was saved. Good save it was too by Ellis Pickard, but they picked themselves up, dusted themselves down, ProChance, and got themselves an equaliser through Ryan Thomas. But Sheffield United back in front thanks to a fine solo goal from Josh Smith. They also hit the bar just before half-time, a header from George Dickinson. And at half-time, ProChance 1, Sheffield United 2 is the scoreline. And we'll be back for the second half in a few minutes' time. It's an early chance in this second half for Johnny Olalai to get forward. Chance for Ethan Slater. Back to Olalai. A solid first half, played a big part in the opening goal. The header was from substitute for Sheffield United. Olalai. This is Kenya Nesbitt. It's Luther Williams who's come on at half-time for Tyrese Bailey-Green. Just keeping an eye out for other changes. It looks like Jamie Norris is on up top for ProChance. Indeed he is. Jamie Norris, number 12. Just trying to see who he's come on for. Might well be Devil. Yeah, it looks like it is Devil, and they've gone 2 up top. For those of you just joining us, if you've got the team sheet sent to you, I'll run through the changes in just a second, and perhaps the lineups as well. Let's just watch this Sheffield United attempt to mount an attack. Wharton's clearance runner, Kanye Nesbitt with the clearance. Let's run through the two teams as they are on the pitch at the moment. Ellis Pickard in goal for ProChance, back four. Jaden Matthews at right back, Ryan Wharton and Ben Courtier in the heart of the defence, and Ben Ashnell at left back. Jack Waddington as a holding midfielder. Just in front of him, Dylan Walker and Evander Grubb. Ryan Thomas out towards the left-hand side. Tyrell Horton and Jamie Norris in attack. Jamie Norris on for Brandon Deeble at half-time. Sheffield United have... we'll run through their team in just a second. Here at the moment on the ball is young Ethan Slater. It's a good play by Olalai. Wanted the ball there, Skerritt, but it didn't come back to him. Slater again. The loose ball inside is picked off by Dylan Walker, who gets it forward. Scooped to the left-hand side by Jamie Norris, former Stevenage player. This is Tyrell Horton winning a throw-in off of Skerritt. Sheffield United side, Callum Huddleston in goal. Back three of George Dickinson, Tristan Skerritt and Harvey Cullinan, the captain. The two wing-backs, Tom Angel on the right, on the left rather, Sonny Olalai on the right. Three-man midfield, Ethan Slater, Josh Smith and Louis Marsh, and then Luther Williams on for Tyrese Bailey-Green in attack alongside Kanye Nesbitt in attack. They're on the attack at the moment, the aforementioned Luther Williams. Sheffield United coming forward with Skerritt. Just noticing that second change for ProChance. Amani Orji is on in the middle of midfield, and number 14 shirt. Strong and aggressive midfielder. He's impressed when I've seen him in the past, but he's never been involved or tied down to a professional club. He's looking for his opportunity. He's big and strong, and he's come on in that midfield. I think he's come on for, it looks like, Evander Grubb. That's a nice little return. Goal kick, says the referee. Came off of Luther Williams last. top by Courtier. Takes it back from Thomas. Courtier again. Ojai. Sheffield United have it back. Combination in that midfield of Josh Smith and Louis Marsh. Keep it rolling. Cullinan. Number 12, Ben Anderson, is also on for the visitors, Sheffield United. He's come on for Tom Angel in the left back position. So both teams making a couple of changes. And Harry Hampshire is the goalkeeper for Sheffield United in the second half. He's replaced Callum Hiddleston. Sorry, it's a bit of guesswork, but we're nowhere near the technical team on the far side, and we had no feedback, so we're kind of working it out as we go along. So it's 3 Sheffield United changes, 2 from ProChance. Glancing header from the smallest player on the park there, Ethan Slater. And then the shot was wide from Sonic Alalo. And they're back up to the full complement of 11. Looks like they're replacing Tyrell Horton, and Ben Ashall is back on, and they've pushed Ryan Thomas forward again, and that means the lone striker will be Jamie Norris. Alalai. Johnny Alalai decided that wasn't the best route forward and checked back, and there might be a real chance here for Sheffield United. Trying to pull it back was Louis Marsh. It's only been partially cleared. Luther Williams was lurking. Ball forward. It's mopped up by Henry Hampshire, the young goalkeeper. Several subs appearances last season. Now he's stepped up to under 18 level Hampshire. Sheffield United leading here by 2-1. There's a bit involved, and that could be a real chance, so it wouldn't quite come for Ethan Slater from the pullback from Williams, and it's cleared away at the last. I think it was Ben Ashall that got it clear, or was it? No, it's Courtier. Sliding challenge to win the ball back from Walker. This is Ashall, not happy with his distribution. It's cut out by Skerritt. George Dickinson to his fellow central defender, the captain, Harvey Cullinan. It's good defending by Wharton. 442 magazine this week provided an excellent feature on ProChance and what it's achieved so far, including some comments from the likes of Liam Richardson and Emma Humphreys, now the academy manager at Huddersfield Town. Thanks also from ProChance to Wow Hydrate, who are the new vitamin and hydration partners. It's an opportunity for these young lads to put their case forward to move into professional football, and it's against a professional outfit that they're playing today, and they've certainly matched them in every department pretty much. Sheffield United just edging it by 2-1. It's a fair reflection of the scoreline. Header forward was from Josh Smith. This is Skerritt. Still going, Skerritt. I was rather hoping for something a little bit more testing for goalkeeper Ellis Pickard. We've watched it go well wide in the end. Charlie Bullock featured in the very first assessment day of the new season back in August, just down the road from here at Loughborough University. Excellent facilities down there, and one of the players that did stand out was Charlie Bullock. He's signed for Newport County since then. Throwing taken by Ashall. Here's the substitute just on, Jamie Norris. It's a good play from Ashall. Norris keeps it moving. Walker. And Waddington. But he's given it away. And Anderson sweeps it forward. Chance for Kanye Nesbitt. Quickly across was Ryan Wharton to lean into him and put him off his stride. And now Thomas. Inside to Dylan Walker. Walker with a attempted defence splitting pass, trying to find Evander Grubb, who's on that right hand side now. It's a good little run from Ben Ashall. Thomas chasing. Mopped up well by the defender George Dickinson. Skerritt. It's gone long. That's an interesting ball. Goalkeeper's going to need to deal with it. Thought about it for a moment. He made his mind up just in time, Ellis Pickard. And then clears for the safety of a throw-in. That was a very good ball forward by Tristan Skerritt. Throw-in to be taken by Sonny Olalai. Ends up coming off of a Sheffield United player last, and it will be a throw-in to be taken by Ben Ashall. Norris for the header inside. And quickly forward by Dylan Walker. It's a good ball as well. Norris dispossessed by Josh Smith, who just gets the challenge in. It's a good ball, Thomas. So trying to shrug off Tristan Skerritt, which is not an easy task, but Skerritt is big and strong and held his ground. It's Courtier. It's all very tight and compact, and in the end Thomas with the foul on Olalai. Taken quickly by Smith, back to Skerritt. Nicely turned by Kanye Nesbitt. Shots are offside against Luther Williams. No flag though. One challenge came in, he didn't go down. Second challenge came in from Courtier. He did go down. There was no penalty. A corner has been given. Need to be careful in those challenges, ProChance. And referee says corner. In fact, the second challenge coming in there from Courtier, he stayed down. Two players from ProChance will start trials next week. We commence in the 28th of September. One will be at a championship club, the other will be at a League One club. And those clubs have agreed not to make any announcements until anything has been signed at the end of those trials. But good news that two of these players are going to be trialling with EFL clubs in the coming week. A further 5 players who have been involved in assessment days recently are set to start trials in October, with 2 players at first team level with a championship club, which is very good news. And as you can tell, ProChance is going from strength to strength. All details of the forthcoming event, and it's a busy autumn. Details now of our November assessments are on our website, www.prochancefootball.com. It's prochancefootball.com. And ProChance are keen to not have this corner taken without the services of Ben Courtier, who could be valuable to them in the air if this ball is delivered in. No corner has really profited for either side so far, and it's not a surprise. It is a blustery day and an exposed destination. Header away was by Ashall. It's back again to Smith. Good play by Ashall. Norris, throw it. Ashall. Waddington. Waddington, a former Lincoln City player, does love to defend and can also pass and keep the game simple. He's attracted a lot of attention, the 6-footer. That's good delivery from Ben Ashall. Way by Cullinan. Ben Courtier has gone off. That injury looks to have ended his participation in this game, which will be a disappointment for him. He's gone wandering off with the physiotherapist for today, Jennifer Sheffield. He's back on again now. When he walked down the touchline gingerly, and I say they made a pretty stern stuff, Central defenders, and Ben Courtier is trying to prove that he is of that making. It's missed by Ryan Wharton. This is Nisbet. Nisbet adjudged to have fouled Jaden Matthew. Long kick forward from Ellis Pickard. It's one well in the air by Norris. Norris springs down the right hand side up against Dickinson. He clears, but only as far as Matthew. On the halfway line for ProChance. Back to Ryan Wharton, former Doncaster Rovers defender. It's just a little too heavy from Ololai. Ashall to take the throw. Waddington. Norris went for the curl. He'd done everything right there, apart from the execution of the shot. Very good turn. Found himself with perhaps half a yard more than he expected. But couldn't wrap the right foot correctly around the ball, and it's a goal kick. That's a good chance for Jamie Norris. He's a playmaking striker, described as silky. Has an eye for goal, that's for sure. Scored in a recent showcase game away at Huddersfield Town and bagged the brace in the August assessment day 2. So he's been in and amongst the goals in the early weeks of the season. Long ball forward, dealt with well by Wharton up against Luther Williams. Goalkeeper Ellis Pickard, he's got to be very careful. And the referee's assistant on this near side might well have come to the rescue of Pickard, but no, the referee says it's a goal, you didn't have the ball. And the assistant referee has been overruled by the referee. And a goal has been given. And it's 3-1. And it was a simple tap in really from Luther Williams. Well, Ellis Pickard was adamant that he was fouled, but he never had hold of the ball. And the referee pointed out that everything that was done by Luther Williams in his eyes was within the laws of the game, and the goal counts. It's 3-1 to Sheffield United. And Luther Williams, who is down as wearing number 16, but he's come on with a number 14 shirt, which was the shirt that Johnny Olulai was due to wear. Olulai took Jack Waldron's number 2 shirt. Waldron playing no part today. The one change for Sheffield United from the original team sheet. Grubb, who's operating more on the right hand side in this second half. That's Orgy. Grubb goes down. In fact, it's not Grubb, that's Jamie Norris that's gone down. No foul though. This is Grubb. Watered. Courtier seems to have recovered from that injury. That's a decent ball. Ashall. Good looking ball in. Cleared away by the Sheffield United defence and Dickinson. Ashall. Ashall having a great battle with Olulai. It's really turning into a good battle between two good looking fullbacks that like to get forward, and they were bustling for possession there. It's been picked up rather easily from Luther Williams. Ojai. Watered. First touch for the goalkeeper since the error for the goal. Pickard. He'll want to feel for the ball. Pings that long forward downfield. Touched home by George Dickinson. George Dickinson picked up. He's actually a Sheffield Wednesday fan, Dickinson. Don't tell anyone. As cut inside, chance for number 4. It's a good block by Courtier to keep out Nesbitt's shot. Grubb, who has played first team football for Bristol Manor Farm. Inside to Dylan Walker and Al Thomas, and that's forward by Ashall. Thomas again. Ashall again. Looks up and floats one into the penalty area, but it's all too easy for the substitute goalkeeper Henry Hampshaw rather. Number of scouts here today as well as watching. Danny Wilson, former Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley manager. I've been talking to him at half time. He's been standing there watching. Guy Branston, who's been on the scouting scene for a few years since his retirement. A big defender who played in the lower leagues, the likes of Chesterfield. And so he's here today as well. Had a chat with him before the game. He was looking forward to it. And when I mentioned that Mansfield were playing Burton Albion on the pitch just over the back of the dugouts on the far side, he wasted no time in going and watching a bit of that. He loves his football. First regional assessment day will function the same as this, streamed live by ProChance's YouTube channel, on ProChance's YouTube channel, courtesy of the partners for filming Film My Match. Players play in front of the key decision makers at professional clubs. All players receive full analysis of their performance from the ProChance partners Scout Me Online. And then they get the chance to play in games such as this and such as last month's trip to Huddersfield Town. It's a great setup, ProChance, and it's certainly raised eyebrows. And I spoke to the likes of Danny Wilson and Guy Mowbray, and they are very impressed. The words of Guy Mowbray: this is the new Nike Academy. I say Guy Mowbray, Guy Branston. Guy Mowbray's a commentator. Lest we not forget Guy Branston, who's now at Leicester City, by the way. He's working with their academy. Free kick to Sheffield United here, lead by 3-1. Use both their substitutes here. These are rolling substitute arrangements with the referee. They've used both their substitutes, ProChance. Only 2 subs today. Jaden Garner and Reece Jobe pulling out at the 11th hour. Smith wide to Marshall that left-hand side. In fact, it was Ben Anderson getting forward. Up in the air, swirling around. Oijay. Down towards Jaden Matthew in the right back position. He has to check back. Wharton keeping close control with Waddington, who's had a solid game holding that midfield for ProChance, and then a long ball forward, and that's called commentator's curse as he goes and slices it straight out to play for a throw in to Sheffield United. But he has had a strong game at the back there, Waddington. Spent 9 years at Lincoln City, just playing in the holding role in that midfield with Dylan Walker and now Armani Oijay alongside him. Dylan Walker, formerly of Bournemouth. That's a searching ball from Courtier. Sheffield United throw taken by Ben Anderson. Ben Anderson signed scholarship forms for Sheffield United just in the summer. It's away by Ashall. Just as he turned there, Ethan Slater, he was caught by Dylan Walker, so that will be a free kick. Josh Smith takes it quickly out wide. Goes. It's number 15 on for Sheffield United, and I do apologise. I spoke to one of the members of staff for Sheffield United, and I said, you have still got the 3 subs. He said, I think it's 3, it might be 4. I'll let you know if there's a 4th, and he didn't. So here's a ball in. There's a real chance here for Horton, but he can't make the most of it. Link-up play was good there between Norris and Tyrell Horton, who's back on. Drive Johnny Drive, they say, as Olonai finds a 15 for Sheffield United. I do apologise to him and to everyone. I don't have a number on the team sheet. The original team sheet was Ethan Slater, who has since taken up the 11 shirt before the game started. He's chasing down the ball at the moment. Oijay. It's a good play from him. Van der Grub. Van der Grub, attacking midfielder. Impressed in the recent assessment day here at St George's Park. Currently playing men's football with Bristol Manor Farm in the Southern League South-Western Division, and became the youngest player ever to score in the FA Cup. He's described as the absolute technician, set to go on trial with a Championship club next week. Excellent footballing brain, former Bristol Rovers man, of course. Sheffield United keeping the ball well. Apologies for that. One of the team sheets from the table right on the touchline here that we're filming the game on and commentating on at pitch side at ground level. And one of the team sheets has gone blowing off. It's almost in Ellis Pickard's penalty area now. Luckily we can get away. We don't need that piece of paper. We've got enough information in front of us to ensure that you get all the information that you need between now and the final whistle. Don't forget, after the final whistle, we'll be speaking to the head coach, Liam Sutcliffe. We'll be speaking to the position-specific coach, Eddie Rubio, the former Crawley Town first team coach. And well, we'll also be speaking to the match referee as well. Perhaps one of the players. Should be a busy catch-up with a few the people behind ProChance in just a few minutes' time once the final whistle goes. Here's a chance for the unnamed number 15 for Sheffield United. He curls the shot wide and high as well. and out for a goal kick. "16" is now on, which I assume to be Luther Williams. So from saying that they did have 3 subs, they've actually got 5 subs, Sheffield United. Free kick taken quickly. Anderson. Just a little too strong and straight out for a goal kick. Shots from Tyrell Horton. He wants it long. He wants some service upfield. Well, it's been played long, and it's into a swirling wind, which is going, I suppose, across the pitch more than anything else, but slightly towards the right-hand side from the left. One well in midfield by Waddington. Here's Josh Smith. Olalai. Olalai, the former Bury player, who's actually picked up a similar setup to ProChance in a scouting game that was played a while ago at Hyde United. Sheffield United were there watching. He caught the eye and they signed him on, and here he is in a Blade shirt playing at right wing back. He's had a good game. Takes this throw, picked off by Jack Waddington. He had the last touch, so that would be a throw-in. Offside flag was very quickly raised against Louis Marsh. Anderson back into the path of Louis Marsh, but he was unable to control. Scoop forward by Van der Grub. Referee's going to pull that back for the foul on in fact, it wasn't Grub, it was Waddington. Free kick to be sent forward by Ryan Wharton towards the edge of the penalty area. It's away by Skerritt, largely unchallenged. This is Johnny Olalai. 15 for Sheffield United. Checks back on the presence of Ben Ashell. This is Luther Williams. We've credited the number 14 as being Luther Williams, so we've now found out that 16 is Luther Williams, so we don't know who 14 is. He scored the 3rd goal. Not on the team sheet, and as I say, I did speak to the coaching staff at Sheffield United, who kind of confirmed they only had 3 subs and have used 5. Olalai. It's a good play from him. He's got it back again. Can he get the cross in? No is the answer. Just got caught up between his 2 feet there and miscued it behind for a goal kick. Towards the closing stages, at the end of this second half, ProChance 1, Sheffield United 3. And they've won the ball in the midfield. Josh Smith showing good strength. Was upended for a free kick. Waddington clashing with him. Waddington plays it towards goalkeeper Ellis Pickard. One in the air in part by Josh Smith, and then crashing effort towards goal. When it bounced up, potentially awkward, Harvey Cullinan's effort, but safe pair of hands from Ellis Pickard. Norris has gone deep. Back on the field is Brandon Deeble. Norris has gone out to the right hand side with Deeble joining in with Tyrell Horton in attack. It's a nice turn, and that'll be a free kick. Johnny Elalai. Good strength from him, but he just lost grip of it. And it's back with Alex Pickard. Pickard drives it long. Just missed by Horton. Norris. Out quickly off his line was Henry Hampshire to thwart the danger. This is Luther Williams. Johnny Elalai again. No, he's not going to catch that one. That'll be a throw into ProChance. Anderson drives it. Took a deflection off of Jaden Matthew, and Courtier unable to keep it in. So looks like is he given a corner? Yes, he has. The weather forecast said with the wind it would have a chill factor and it would drop the temperature. There's a few rain clouds starting to gather over St George's Park as we head towards a close here. Sheffield United corner. It's a good ball in as well. Well, pressure on him. And this Pickard was able to stand his ground, and it's out for a goal kick. Spinning ball up in the air. Henderson wins it well. On as a substitute for Sheffield United. Caught up. I think the wind has got stronger. It's got colder. To think at the beginning of the week we were out in t-shirts. The coats are well and truly out now. Sheffield United playing this corner short. That's a decent looking delivery, but held well by Pickard. What's the referee given? A foul on the goalkeeper. He was just under a bit of pressure. I think it was George Dickinson with the foul. Flicked by Horton. That's a good ball through the middle. And a chance maybe here for number 4. Oh, it's just the wrong side of the post. Good combination between the 14 and the 15. The two players on as substitutes for Sheffield United who haven't been named on the team sheet. And one of them's already on the score sheet. The other one really should have been there. He's popped that one just the wrong side of the post. Playing with fire. Here's Orgy. He's going to take something pretty strong to knock him off the ball. Wharton clips it forward. Was that handball? Looked like it from here. The referee was a lot closer and said no. But there's a chance, and that's another goal for the number 14. It's his second goal since coming on as a substitute, and Sheffield United extend their lead further to 4-1. It was a simple finish really in the end. Goalkeeper got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. It was a firm, low finish. And Sheffield United extend their lead to 4-1. This is Ashell. He's had a good game at left back, but he's run straight into another man that's had a good game, Olulai. Again, battling away. He is a battler, Tyrell Horton, and he's won a free kick. He rather fancies this one, Tyrell Horton. Is he going to try and test the goalkeeper? I feel he might. Towards the back post. More of a cross in the shot in the end. 14 on a hat-trick. And they've got men over here. Sheffield United with the right ball. And there is the final whistle, the last of the action. And Sheffield United have run out 4-1 winners against ProChance. They were ahead early on through Louis Marsh, but it didn't take ProChance long to get back on level times through a close range finish from Ryan Thomas. They were back in the lead before half time through Josh Smith. 2 second half goals from the number 14, the substitute, who wasn't unfortunately named on the team sheet. If we can find out who it was, we'll probably give him a name check in the post-match interviews, which are coming up in just a few minutes' time. So stay with us. We will be joined by Edu Robio. We'll be joined by Liam Sutcliffe, hopefully one or two others as well in the process. That'll be coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. Stay with us. It'll be great to hear from them as well. Thank you for your company throughout the game. Hopefully watching this at home, you're a little bit warmer than we are here in the chilly wind at St George's Park. Final score here, ProChance 1, Sheffield United 4. Quick thank you to 442 and Wow Hydrate for their support of ProChance. And as I say, we'll be back very, very shortly with some post-match analysis. In fact, the head coach, Liam Sutcliffe, is heading across now, so we'll be speaking to him in just a few moments' time. thanks for joining us. ProChance is a project that's going from strength to strength, and you've had some great support on the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we must say thank you to our sponsors who are helping us put all this together in 442 and Wow Hydrate. And the other partners that we have in Film My Match and Scout Me Online, who do the analysis for the boys as well. They're really doing good by us, and they've been a great friend to the project so far.
How's the ProChance project developing? Are you changing perceptions of professional game?
Well, we hope to. I mean, days like today, if we've had a game against a Premier League club, a game against an academy that's got a tradition of producing players. Obvious notable ones, your Harry Maguires of this world, and so on and so on. And they'll continue to do that. I mean, thank you to Sheffield United for playing us, and I hope that anybody watching or other professional clubs look and go, you know what, they're going to give us a game. And I think for a large part of that, we did. There are players out there who have got the talent. What we lack is we're not full time. These players are scouted, as so to speak, and they are, brought in, and they're brought in for a game, and they'll either be good enough or they won't be good enough. But that's the process at the moment. Maybe it's something that we can improve in the future, whereby we have opportunities where we can bring the players in for preparation and so on. But we've held the zone for a good part of that game, so hopefully that will change some perceptions, because there are players out there that are definitely good enough.
Looking forward, it's a busy autumn for ProChance.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what's coming up.
Well, what's coming up? We've got an assessment day on the 4th, next Sunday, which we're really looking forward to. That'll be a group of players. We'll look at them. Some of them we've seen before. Some of them we'll see for the first time. Then that'll lead into the opportunity for those players then to go into showcases, such as today against Sheffield United. So from our point of view, October's going to be really busy, and then guess what? November's going to be really busy. In November we'll then go down to London, and we'll be looking at London players as we regionalise what we're doing in terms of recruitment. So we're going to go to them, and we'll have a look. That'll be our first of probably 4 over the coming months in London. So it's going to be pretty cool. A few months, and then obviously we'll be in December, and yeah. Today's game, taking the 3 errors out of it. They're full time. They're obviously a Premier League club. They're obviously a top class academy. But you know what? For a large part, the boys did really well as a collective. Individually, there were some really good performers in there. I thought Jack Waddington was superb.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Excellent. Thanks.
Yeah, cheers, Barry. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, we might as well carry on. And Eddie Rubio.
Eddie Rubio, how are you?
So the scoreline 4-1. I think we just reflected on the game there with Leo.
Sure.
Some impressive performances out there today.
And that's what it's about, isn't it? I mean, for ProChance it's mainly obviously showcasing the players and making sure they've got a profile at St George's Park against Premier League Academy. Let's not forget that obviously this is a Premier League club, Cat 1 Academy, one of the top sides in England. And to be fair, it came down to 2 or 3 individual mistakes. So of course the scoreline wise it's 4-1, but the reality was that there were 2 or 3 mistakes, which happens in a game. But other than that, I felt there were a couple of players there that really showed that they could easily go back into the system, and obviously that's what ProChance is about.
What are your hopes for these young players now? You kind of half answered that question there, but what are your hopes for these young players now who have turned to ProChance to try and get them back into the game?
Exactly. So obviously the idea is to obviously try to give them the tools to come into obviously St George's Park and to come into a professional environment, to play against professional academies, to showcase themselves. And the hope is that they are going to obviously eventually catch the eye of either the academies that we play against or anyone watching the game back home, and then obviously they can go back into the professional game, whether it's by a trial or whether it's already by a contract. But what I'm really encouraged is that obviously from my experience in academy football, I see there are some of these lads can easily go back into the system. So obviously that's why we keep playing games, we keep doing some trials, some different events, and see where eventually, hopefully a couple of them can go back into the system.
And there's been some success stories already. There's a couple of lads going in
Sure.
trials this week, one with the Championship club, one with the League One club. We've seen one player from the August assessment
Sure.
joined Newport County. So there are success stories for these lads to build.
Yeah, to be fair, Liam has been working very hard. I mean, obviously, I've joined in just to obviously support the system and support the project. But I believe that there are already a few players out there. There are already players that succeeded in trials, and hopefully this week that will be confirmed that they get a contract. So yeah, I think that proves that the project, obviously the ProChance is worth having, and it proves that it's something that obviously is going to give enough opportunities to players, but also proves that there are players without the system good enough to go back into the system and play in professional level. And that's why obviously if there is anyone there listening to us, I would encourage all the players to remain positive and keep working hard, because you never know where the opportunity is going to happen, and you never know whether it's going to be this month, whether it's going to be in Christmas, but there will be opportunities given. And there are obviously some professional players themselves in Premier League and in any other league of the professional system that are great examples of that they were out of the system for a couple of years, got back themselves in, and now they are playing in professional level. So I think players should feel encouraged that there is always an opportunity there if you keep working hard.
Excellent. Eddie, thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
Great to speak to you.
No worries, pleasure.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Going to be joined now by Martin, who was the referee today. We'll just have a quick chat with him. He's a man that's familiar with ProChance. Thank you, Martin.
Is that right? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's all right. A bit closer. Martin took charge out there. You've got vast experience in system the attitude of the players out there today?
The players were good. I mean, obviously it's a fantastic opportunity to come to St George's Park to get back into the game. Obviously they've had disappointments of being released from various contracts, and they're here to have the chance. Obviously there is a lot of frustrations today, I felt, with the conditions. It was difficult for the players, especially second half, for ProChance for coming out, and that's sometimes where you get problems with players' attitudes, because obviously they get frustrated, and the first person to take it out on is the referee.
Talk us through the goal, because it's difficult to see with one take, but the goalkeeper felt he was fouled.
No, the goalkeeper, what happened, the goalkeeper took a ball at the back pass, and he played the ball. He didn't mean to get so much on it, and he made it loose, and the ball went over, and he went in between him and the forward, and the forward nipped in, pressed him down, and put the ball in the net. And there's no way, in my opinion, it was a foul.
Premier League class showed through.
Yeah.
There's a lot of promise in some of these players.
These players, I've seen them 2 or 3 times now. I've been fortunate enough to come here to St George's Park before with ProChance with Liam, and it's difficult when they just get one opportunity. But if they, keep getting different opportunities, Liam will get a better idea about them, and obviously all the people watching, maybe they'll see something in them that'll get them back in the professional game.
Fingers crossed. It's been another successful day. Maybe not the scoreline, 4-1 ProChance have lost.
No, but I mean, if you look at the game, there's been 3 obviously mistakes. 3 mistakes has cost them. Obviously against a professional club, they're going to seize on those.
Absolutely. Martin,
Okay.
thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you very much.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
Bye bye.
Bye.